When I was a kid, my goal in life was to do everything. I'd attempt crazy, often stupid feats with one goal in mind: to complete the challenge. I'm still that way for sure, but I've realized over the past 2 years that completing an intense, daring challenge is nowhere near as amazing as spending the day with someone you love more than you could ever describe. That's the subject of today's vlog. Nick needs new boots. Check out all this cool stuff.
It's a hat carrier. Oh my
A hat carrier? How do I look? So which ones are you getting, Nick?
We're getting these Keen's utility boots right here. These seem to be very durable and they have really good traction for hiking.
Nice. All right, our second errand is getting groceries for the next 2 days. The Albertsons of Cody, Wyoming. Shopping going good?
Yes, sir. It's like Flamin' Hot Cheetos without carbs. Take notes.
Awesome. All right, so we're all stocked up and ready to go. All right, where are we going, guys?
Grand Teton National Park!
Woo! And in that national park, tomorrow we're gonna do something really amazing and beautiful, but also maybe a little bit scary. So tomorrow the plan is to do what's said to be by far the most beautiful hike in the entire national park, and it'll also be by far the longest hike we've done so far on the trip. So tomorrow's hike is a 20-mile hike. Me and whoever else wants to join along are gonna try to do it. It's normally meant to be a 2-day hike, but we're trying to do it in 1 day.
So 20 miles is a pretty long hike, and for some of us it might be a bit too long, probably for me. So I am actually going to turn back at Holly Lake, and maybe someone else will decide to do the same.
To Grand Teton. We're gonna eventually make it to a campground tonight, but on the way we thought we'd stop at the beautiful
Jenny Lake.
So tomorrow's hike, we hike up the Paintbrush Canyon, which is just to the right of this mountain here, and then we come down this valley right here down Cascade Canyon. Okay, so just to clarify, this 20-mile route is what I'll be taking. Mariah will turn back at Holly Lake for a total of 13 miles, and Nick and Gretchen will play it by ear depending on how tired they get.
Break out the bug spray.
We made it to this campsite kind of isolated on a bumpy road. Only issue is the potential for bears. We're just gonna make sure everything is locked in this car, and I think we'll be okay.
There's horses over there from some farmers, so I don't think bears are really an issue. Did you see that? Or more of a problem?
The ground is so hard we can't even get the stakes in at all. Well, the three of you are the tent people. Me, no idea what to do.
Setting these up was pretty intense.
Yeah, this ground is like, look at this ground. Okay, totally missed the pun. Intense. Very good, very good. Breaking the boots in on the Box Creek Trail. It was an unexpectedly beautiful stroll right next to our campsite. We hit the hay early to prepare for the intense day ahead. Campsite packed up. It's 5 a.m. We're cold, but we're ready for the 20-mile hike. Let's go. You guys ready?
Let's get on the road.
All right, it's 7 a.m. According to our car, it's 40 degrees outside. We're cold, but we'll be picking up some heat pretty quickly as we hike 20 miles. This is exciting. About 2 miles down, 18 to go. This is my on-the-go source of caffeine. Coming in handy. Holy shit, that's a bear. It's a very small bear. Holy shit.
Let's get out of here, guys.
All right. Oh, that was close. What would you say that was, like 15 feet?
Yeah.
Good eye, Mariah.
I've ever seen in the wild.
Well, the worries about it being too cold at the beginning are totally gone. It's now just 9:15 a.m. We're just 2 hours in. It's starting to get hot. Yeah, just go ahead.
All right, everyone, we're about 2/3 of the way up. I just had a panic attack, and now I'm eating beef jerky, and I just put on moleskin, so things will hopefully, they're looking up from here, I think, after this whole fiasco. I'm feeling better.
Mariah was dealing with two big challenges. First, the altitude was making it harder for her to breathe. Second, because the stretch to Holly Lake was almost entirely uphill, her body was running out of energy, and she had blisters all over her feet. These challenges made it extremely hard for her to keep up with the group's rapid pace. Then, we realized something. Oh boy, to get to Holly Lake, we have to go all the way up that. Although we had previously estimated that we were most of the way up, the steepest, most grueling incline was still ahead of us. So we came up with a plan. So now is the beginning of what those people just called the oofta section of the trail. Gretchen and Nick are gonna go ahead, and they might just do the 20-mile loop by themselves. I'm gonna go with Mariah and make sure we get up this monumental hill. At this moment, it was 11:30 a.m. We were more than an hour behind schedule. If anyone was to finish the 20-mile loop, they'd have to speed ahead now. So while Nick and Gretchen went ahead, I stayed with Mariah as we climbed the seemingly endless switchbacks to Holly Lake. You got it. Mariah, you made it. You freaking made it to Holly Lake. 6.4 miles. So, Nick and Gretchen, as I mentioned earlier, have already gone ahead. They're going to do the 20-mile loop. I really wanted to do the 20-mile loop, but I realized the thought of Mariah having to go down with her feet in pain, I couldn't imagine it. Like, I really couldn't imagine it. The two of us are going to turn around and make our way back down from here.
I think I could be okay on the way back by myself, but as Lew just reminded me, it took multiple more hours than expected for me to actually get here in the first place, so I think it's smartest that I'm with someone as I go down. And secondly, we also saw a bear on the way up, and I don't want to just talk to myself the whole way back.
But I'm happy with what we did. I mean, we got to Holly Lake. That was really tough. You really powered through.
I saw you sitting in the rain.
It's times like these where you have to realize that finishing the hike is not the top priority. The top priority is making sure everybody's safe and happy, and that's what matters most to me. The thing is, you can always come back and try a hike again someday later, but you can never get back the moments that you lost and could have had with someone that you love.
She didn't seem to care. She sat there and smiled.
Mariah, you have new energy. I'm really happy to see it.
Then I knew she could make me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. I don't know just why. She simply caught my eye. She seems so sweet.
You'll start seeing water come down the sides.
Nice. It's a baby. You see it?
Do you think it's the same one we
it is, yeah. Two words, home stretch.
Lou and I are almost done. We probably have 1.5 miles left and we are still going downhill, which leads me to believe that at least 5.5 miles out of the 6.5 mile hike is uphill on the way there.
Yeah, we didn't even realize how much uphill we climbed until we're going down.
That was probably the hardest hike I've ever done.
Had to say hello.
Wow.
She smiled up at me.
Good job, Mariah. Woo. And we made it back.
A few moments later.
Holy crap, you guys made it.
We have only been here for like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
How are your feet? How are you? How was it?
Feet hurt, ass hurts, thirsty. It's absolutely
cannot
gorgeous,
get
and
you.
we saw another bear.
Yeah.
We did too.
I will Google Drive you some photos, and
Yeah.
you'll see them in this upcoming montage.
Wendy's, baby. After a long hike, it's freaking necessary. Let's go. All right. So we're now on the road 4.5 hours to Utah. We won't be getting to our Airbnb tonight until 1 a.m. This was not by design. We were initially supposed to actually be camping halfway through that 20-mile loop, but that didn't work because apparently you needed some sort of permit. For that reason, we have a pretty long drive, pretty late at night. It's late, it's like, or early, I guess. We're in Layden, Utah, just north of Salt Lake City, but we made it to our Airbnb.
So in here we have our model dragons. We have 4 pieces of dragon literature and 1 fiction book about dragons, but these are non-fiction. Then we have a dragon slaying sword, and right here we have eat, slay, love.
3 guiding principles. Well, despite all of the craziness that happened today, we all ended up doing pretty cool hikes. We're all safe, and we're all gonna go to bed in a pretty comfy place. So I'll take that as a win. All right, see you tomorrow.